Hello again. In today's video, I decided I would try to tackle the concept or explain the difference, as I understand it, between salvation and enlightenment, because they're not exactly the same thing, although they are close to the same thing. They are fractals of each other, in my opinion, or micro and macro, maybe. Anyways, so I'm going to use a visual aid that might seem kind of silly, but hopefully it helps you understand where I'm coming from. So this is just a little doll I made in one of the art exercises that we do. We will be making dolls. I think it's really helpful to meditate about how things come together, how they are woven together, and we can understand ourselves in that way. So we take a cute little doll, nice little colorful shirt, cool little hat, right? That can kind of represent ourselves with a bit of expression. So we come into the world unique, and we have a bit of expression to bring and add a little flair of our own to the mix. And then over time, things kind of get added. Maybe somebody made fun of their laugh, or they got in trouble because they laughed at the wrong time and they couldn't quite figure out when it was okay to laugh. It took them a little longer, maybe. Maybe they laughed at inappropriate times or couldn't get other people to laugh. And this became something that they started hiding their laughter. It was still there, not completely gone. They just started hiding it a little bit so they wouldn't get in trouble. Maybe you can relate to this. If this has ever happened to you, where just a kind of natural part of your personality and the way you show up in the world happens to offend people or gets taken out of context, or maybe you didn't realize that it could hurt others when you were doing it when you were little. We've all gotten in trouble for stuff. So that's one. Maybe there was another thing. Maybe somebody made fun of your hair, or you noticed other people got a lot of attention for their hair, so you wanted to change your hair. So you hide what's natural, put another layer on, right? And we can just keep adding. Oh, pants are weird, so no more blue. We're gonna just do checker from now on. And then you get older and more gets added, right? More things. You start getting a little bit of a crusty shield on yourself to try to protect you a little bit from the things that you don't know. You're not sure how to act in the world. So you just keep putting on more and more layers. Some of it is stuff that happens to you. Some of it is your own attempts to kind of insulate yourself. And then people can start, memories will start getting imprinted, right? You'll start getting experiences adding up. That time when you were 5, maybe you took a really cool trip when you were in 2nd grade. Maybe somebody stole something from you and you get a little scared and the memories start building up, right? Or these all fall. You get the idea. More and more and more, right? And then you put on a false self to show to the world. And it's kind of like the puppet that you are behind and attempting to interact in the world with. And to me, salvation is when you recognize all of the layers that have been added on to your person. And some event, a miracle or a near-death experience, or it can happen when you're exposed to religion, just an inner burning or desire to kind of like something right here and I have to fix it. And that is your salvation. And these things start falling away, sometimes quickly, until you're back to this little guy or gal that you started out as. And what enlightenment does is it finishes the process, because inside of this external shell that we are interacting in this world with is a flame, like an indescribable type of energy that we really don't have adequate words for. So I'm going to use the word flame or spark. It's the life force that keeps everything moving. And what enlightenment does is it slowly peels away all of the material understandings and words and language that we have to define and separate ourselves from that flame that is within, that is our true self. And that's what enlightenment is to me. And when you get to that level where you are one with your true inner connectedness, because that life force that connects all things that are living, all things that were once living, I believe it can connect to all forms of information forever and ever that ever could be. There's a peace that comes with that, and there's a peace that comes with that because you don't have to be afraid. When you're covered in all of the layers of what life has done to you, and the constant stress and the constant worry that you might be living, it can be really just, such a swirling mass that you can forget that you are a life force that is able to feed the swirling mass or create the wind that blows it away. And so practicing and getting into the state of being connected to that silent inner chamber of your hidden self is really remarkable, and it really changes everything, and I highly recommend it. So that is my understanding of enlightenment. I think once you can bridge the gap to your inner self and really grow from that place, the external world does start reflecting more accurately, more than the layers of stuff that you've put in front of yourself to try to protect yourself, or that other people have put on you that you didn't know that you could throw away. Other people's opinions and other people's ideas that you don't actually have to hold on to. Memories that you don't have to hold on to anymore. There is so much mental space taken up by things you don't need to keep anymore. And it does take a little bit of work to just let it go. Breathe in the moment. Breathe in your sacred space. And to me, it changes the game. It changes the whole game, because all the stress is still there, but I know how to breathe through it. So hopefully that's helpful and explained where I was coming from. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. So thanks. Until next time.